All right, good morning. We're calling to order the October 28th meeting of the Punta Gorda Building Board. Let's see, first thing we will do is roll call.
Scott Bostrom.
Garrett Kaiser.
Melanie St. Germain Simony.
Next we'll do the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge of allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, next is announcements. Do we have any announcements?
No.
No?
All set.
All right, we'll move on. Next meeting date is November 25th. Is that correct?
I'm going to go off the assumption that that will likely be canceled.
Okay.
I don't believe that date was rescheduled, just in light of the fact that you guys typically just really meet for that, unless something comes up. So,
Okay.
anything on your radar?
No.
All right, perfect. All right, there's nobody from the public, so I don't see any public comment required. Next, we've all received copies of last meeting's minutes. I'd like to make a motion to approve.
Second.
One of you will have to make the motion.
I'll make the motion to approve
Minutes from August
from
26th.
August 26th.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. All right. It's my understanding there's no building code cases. How about false alarm appeals? None.
None.
All right, then we have staff comments regarding the proposed bylaws amendment.
Good morning, Building Board. Alexandra Friend, Board Recorder for the record. So there has been some proposed changes to the bylaws, some amendments, one of which stemmed from council, and they desire to see the boards go from any board that is consisting of 7 members to change that composition of the board to 5 members. So in your case, that would have 2 of the members serving as citizen advocates, and the other 3 would have been contractor positions, so they would have had some type of experience in one of the listed fields there. The other proposed amendment just stemmed from a request from one of the other committees. Essentially, they desire to see an additional absence allowed. So that's changing that verbiage to members shall be permitted up to 3 absences in a 12-month period, with forfeiture occurring on their 4th absence. Whereas prior it would, you would forfeit on your 3rd absence. So I'm just here to collect your feedback regarding those 2 requested changes so that we can provide that feedback to council.
So when it comes to absences, are you able to, or are we able to join via Zoom if we're not actually in town? Is that an option?
No, and for more than one reason. So currently, the way Florida statutes are set up, Zoom participation doesn't count towards a quorum.
Okay.
So in this instance, if there were 2 of them and the city did have a way to facilitate your presence via Zoom, because of the sunshine law, it still wouldn't count towards a quorum.
Okay.
The other reason being the city doesn't currently have a means to facilitate that.
Got it. Okay. Any questions or comments?
I have a question.
Yeah.
Are any or all of the members supposed to be living within the city limits?
That's-
I ask that because I used to be in the city limits, but just last May I moved out to Heritage Landing, which is outside the city limits.
So we do have a couple boards that do not require you to live within the city limits. I'm not 100% sure if you guys are one of them or not. In the attachment that we've included, I don't see those requirements for them, but that doesn't mean they don't exist. So I can certainly look into that and give you a definitive answer when I return to the office. And then, so you're just informing me though that you no longer live in the city limits currently? Is that
Correct, and then
Okay.
going forward, if I would be eligible or not eligible,
Okay.
based on where I moved to now, but still within Charlotte County and just
Okay.
outside the city limits. So not for myself, but for other people as well that might want to
Yeah,
participate
absolutely.
in the
Good
on the
question.
meeting, so,
I'll take a look at that when I return to the office and I'll confirm with you.
perfect.
And the change in the bylaws also gets rid of the 2 alternate members.
So
it's a total
council
of
does
5.
desire for all the boards to go down to just 1 alternate member.
Wow, okay.
Mhm.
So-
And then they wouldn't, if this moves forward, they wouldn't like kick anybody off of the boards. They would just kind of scale it back. Actually, right now, you guys are existing of exactly what they want. You have 5 members technically and 1 alternate. So
Okay.
Okay.
that's the
That
composition
doesn't-
they'd like to move it to.
It crosses out alternate totally, it doesn't change it.
I don't have a solid answer for that. I'm not sure if the attachments got mixed up, but for sure they are wanting
They
1
want one
alternate.
alternate.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
And that could have just been a mistake that it wasn't included in this verbiage.
Okay.
Anything else on staff comments?
No,
So-
all set, thank you.
So if I could get an overall consensus from you all about how you feel about the composition of the board changing.
I'm all for it, actually. I know that over the last several years, it's been difficult enough to have a quorum, so to reduce it from 7 to 5 is probably in line with what we've been seeing.
Okay,
I'm also on board.
Yeah, and I'm also on board.
okay,
you.
excellent. And then any feedback regarding the absence policy change?
No.
No.
I think it's
I
good.
think that's fine.
Yep.
The meetings, again, historically, have been few and far between, so I think someone to miss 4 meetings is gonna be over a 3-year period
Yeah.
anyway, so.
Absolutely. And with you guys, from my understanding, we really appreciate you being available when we do have to hold these meetings, but essentially, from my understanding, it's a really good thing that you guys don't have to meet because that means there's not these issues arising that we need you to help us deal with. So,
I agree.
Ron's got it under control back there, and
I agree.
so far that's led to a lot of canceled meetings, but ultimately that's really good that our residents aren't facing those issues. So-
I agree.
Okay, so consensus across the board is that you guys accept both.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
That's it on my end, guys.
Okay. Moving on to member comments. I have a question more than a comment. I wanted to ask Ron how the presentation for the new software system went with
Oh,
city
that's
council.
great.
Ron Cowles, building official. It went really well, actually, and the city council was very receptive.
Good.
They are moving forward. I have documents on my computer right now I'm reviewing, so hopefully they're going to be putting out the bid here in the next week or 2, and
Good.
then I'll have more work to do, then I'll know what to do with. But yeah, it's moving along well. So-
Good. Is there anything else in the building department that we can do or help with, or?
No, the only thing I advise you with now, and I don't know if any cases will ever come up, but drainage has always been a problem here. I know we talked about it before. We brought, there's something in the ordinance that we're bringing back that, you know, start not bringing it back, but actually enforcing it because it kind of went away for a little while. And that's that max fill on a lot is restricted to 12 inches in flood zones above the ground of the road. I'm trying to be using common sense with it, you know, because of the way the ordinance reads, so I'm not making anybody scrape a lot down if they're already over the 12 inches. You know, depending on adjacent properties, I might allow it a little bit over the 12 inches. You know, downtown, it's really here to protect the downtown area because it's such a low-lying area.
Yeah.
But it's caused some problems because it was let go for quite a while. And, you know, I had one come up yesterday. The driveway's literally, the garage floor is 5 feet above the road.
Oh,
Yeah.
You got, you know, a 25-foot driveway, so you got a driveway that's sitting there looking like this. And there was a little bit of compromise. I did get them to lower that one. I wanted 2 feet, but they came down at least, you know, 16 inches. But just so you're aware, this is the major issue we're facing right now in the city is with elevations of grade
Yeah.
around properties. Okay.
Well, from a builder standpoint, we appreciate the use of, you know, common sense, or, you know, at least taking into account the surrounding properties, because that's really what it's meant to protect.
Right.
At least from my point of view, for primarily new construction, that's really what we look at the most.
Yeah,
But yeah, it's-
it goes through my reviewer first, and he's really staunch on it because he's following the ordinance. Then it comes to me, and what I've been doing is we've been asking for a plot plan. So a plot plan shows existing elevations. It usually shows your property line elevations as well. then I physically go out and do a site visit on that particular property to see where, you know, the homes either side of that property are, try to make a decision for them, so.
Do your initial site plans require the shots down the adjoining property lines?
Plot plans are, yeah. So
Okay,
the
all right.
site plan's gonna show you what your proposed elevations were. The plot plan is with nothing on there, it's just a vacant lot that shows existing elevations.
But that is required as part of the initial submittal.
We are asking for it, yes,
That's
sir.
what I thought,
Yes,
yeah.
sir.
Our surveyor's been in town for years, he's been always doing it, and that's,
Yeah.
yeah, and we've played with the footers and had to sink the footers, you know, and add a couple courses of block, but it all makes sense, and
Yeah.
it's the right thing to do.
The issues really come in with these garages, and
Yep.
I understand the homeowners' decisions on it because, you know, like the one I talked to yesterday, they don't want their garage to flood because they want to stay there during a storm and they want to be able to park the car in there and not have water in it. But you're not supposed to stay here during a storm, you're supposed to evacuate during a storm, and, you know, garages are designed to be flood-resistant construction anyway, so you know, you just can't have a garage sitting up this high, you know, above the road. It just, you got neighbors to the side of you, that water's gonna run that way no matter what you do. So, just so you understand, it's been a little bit of an issue, but we're working through it.
Good. All right, any other questions or comments from members?
No. Thank you.
Thank you, Ron. All right, time is 9:16 and we will adjourn the meeting.